Adding uses. One of the great benefits of online accounting is the ability to collaborate on the same data file at the same time, anywhere. In this section, we'll look at the different user types and add 2 new users to QuickBooks Online. As we learned earlier, there are 2 types of users in QuickBooks Online, a business user and an accounting professional user. The number of business users available in a QuickBooks Online file is determined by the QuickBooks Online subscription being used. Yet every QBO version will always support 2 accounting professional users. This works well for Natasha as it allows her to access a client file along with her firm's bookkeeper, Carol, or the business's bookkeeper, who may be an external to her own firm. Carol is now ready to invite Damien into the file as a business user. But please note the number of business users per subscription, depending on the actual version. We have Simple Start, which only has 1 user. Essentials has 3 users. And the Plus version has 5 users. Now that is business users I just mentioned. It does not, however, take into consideration the 2 accountant users that are allowed in every version of QuickBooks Online, as it depends on how many business users you're allowed, as I mentioned. So if we go to the cogwheel, under your company, manage users. This is where you add in the different users into the QuickBooks Online accountant file. Now, Damien's mother, Sharon, is a bookkeeper, so that's an external bookkeeper to Natasha, and Damien would like her to be added as an accountant user so she can access the file as an accountant, as she is also an advisor. So let's take a look at that. So just reviewing the accounting firms, we already have 2 different accountant users on the file. So therefore, we'll have to go back to Damien and let him know that Sharon will have to be invited in as a business user. So let's take a look at that. So we'll click on Add User. Now we will give a company admin rights, because then that way, as you can see, it says they can see and do everything. Okay. A standard user, you can actually give them full or limited access without admin privileges. So if you click on Next, you can actually choose the standard user as to what they are allowed to access, and you can limit via the customers or the suppliers, both or either. Okay, so we're just going to cancel out of there, add user. Now also too, don't forget you can actually add in different users just to look at the reports only. Now that does not count toward the user limit, such as in the Plus version we had 5 users allowed, business users. So if you've already given out 5 different business users to different people in the business, if you give them reports only, it doesn't matter because it doesn't count towards the user limit. Also to time tracking as well, so they can add in their own timesheets. So just remember that. So let's add in Sharon, who is Damien's mum, as a company admin. Let's click Next. All you need to do is add in first name, last name. Once you've done that, add it in the email. All you need to do is click Save. And what will happen is Sharon will receive an invite letting them know that you have invited them into the file. Now, once Sharon accepts that invite, she will show status as being active. At the moment, it just shows her that she has been invited as a status, but not active. We can resend the invite if we like, and we can delete her if we like as well. Now, please note the other user types is primary admin. We cannot change the primary admin. The only person that can change the primary admin is Megan at the moment. So if she needs to change primary admin, she can change primary admin to either of the 2 accountant users in the accounting firm, or she can actually set up Sharon as the primary admin. Also, too, don't forget that Natasha has invited in some of her team members, such as Carol, into the file. So this does not include any user usage, as Carol is part of the accountant team. Now that we've added in Sharon, who is Damien's mum, we now need to add in Damien. And we do that by clicking on Add User. Again, we'll give him company admin rights. We click Next, add in his details, click Save, and Damien will also receive an invite into his own file. And again, once he's accepted that invite, he will be shown as being active. Carol has successfully invited both Damien and Sharon into the file, and they will need to accept the invitation request via email before they're actually able to access QuickBooks Online. It's probably a handy little tip. Let your clients know that you've invited them in, just in case they don't get the email.